here with my dog Lockie. You gonna say hi, Lockie? She doesn't like these things, and I don't normally dress my dogs up, so let's make you more comfortable. Say hi, little girl. She's like, you're not holding me very well. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. It's the 12th day of Christmas, and I have a friend with me to help me with the video tips, so let's get started. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, everyone. Be safe, be well, and let's get into the video. So I'm here with Sam, my friend, and we're doing a video together. And Sam has a blog. I'm going to put the link to his blog in the video description. Sam is also a YouTuber, and he's just starting up a new channel very soon. So as soon as I've got that link, I'm going to add it to the video description below. So please be sure to check out his content as well. And I'm going to pass it over to you now, Sam.
Hi, my name is Sam. I'm from the UK, and I love to learn, so I'm always learning, and I'd love to share what I've learned with yourselves. So my blog is called Eureka Bean, and the idea of that is that we're having a eureka moment, we're getting good ideas, but the more the merrier. If people like to read, it's short blog, maybe between 300 and 500 words. Some are a lot less than that, each blog post. So please have a read. You can comment on the blog as well. You can like and follow the blog. More the merrier. Everyone is welcome.
Wonderful.
It's walking and how that will help you. So 99% of people do walk or have walked in their life, and when we were a baby, our mothers and fathers never said, right, stop trying to walk now, you've had long enough to learn. So no matter how long it took us, we eventually got there, but we try again. So the one thing I wanted to say about walking was that the best way to actually walk is with your knees bent, which may sound really obvious, but if you can imagine your legs going forward, the knee joint kind of locks out. If you keep your knees bent as you walk, it feels really strange at first. But it's a lot better for the knee joint, and what it does is it keeps the leg muscles activated, keeps the thigh muscles activated, and the hip muscles and the glutes activated as well. A lot better for balance.
I never knew that. Yeah.
It helps your knee joints over time. A lot of people, as they get older, they have problems with the knee joint and the hip joints, because as they're walking, it's not actually activating. I have some friends that are personal trainers, and they're big advocates for that. Even though it's just a little tweak in the way we walk, it's a conscious way of walking. It helps with the activation of the leg muscles.
Very interesting.
Number one, something everyone can try and give a go. Number two, taking deep breaths. Our life force and the manipulation of our physiology can be boiled down to one essence, and that is our breath. There's lots of meditation videos on YouTube and lots of different, you've got Kundalini yoga, normal yoga, that can help with this. And it can be very relaxing, but also as human beings, we don't make good decisions whilst we're stressed. We make our best decisions when we are nice and relaxed. And also taking short breaths, shallow breaths. It's not good for our lungs, it's not good for our body, and it's not good for our mental health. So we can take deep breaths even before we get stressed. We can avoid any kind of stressful situation. Just a good practice in the morning, even just 5 minutes, 3 or 4 or 5 minutes, and then in the evening, even just 3 minutes is plenty. That's plenty, and it'll help everything just get aligned with yourself.
I think it helps reset your mind as well to calm down and focus.
Definitely.
Oh, okay.
Number 3 is greet a tree. So I've heard many gurus say that you should try and gain some kind of relationship with the tree. When I was a child, we had a certain tree that was right near our house that me and my brother and my sister would go to. We called it the sitting tree. It was one long, kind of swooping branch that we would sit on, and I can still to this day remember everything about that tree. And I think it's a subconscious psychological thing where that tree is always going to be there. You know exactly where it is. You know how long it takes to get there. You know what it looks like. So it's kind of like a safe space where that you can rely on. It's always going to be there. But it's also out in nature. So at the same time, you maybe hear a stream, hear the water that's nearby. You can hear the birds. So again, we're using lots of different things to help us relax.
And it's like a symbol of stability also. Like you say, it's always there, so you can count on it, not changing.
Stability, that's the word, definitely, yeah, stability. I don't know if you've heard of this, Deborah, but there's actually a company out there that does tree listening.
No, I haven't heard of that. That's interesting.
Some people pay hundreds of pounds to listen to certain trees, certain type of trees. So these headphones that are actually tapped into the branches.
Oh, wow.
And then they go to the tree and put the headphones on. And then they can hear the sap going up the tree, and they can hear the internal structure of the tree. Lots of people find it very calming.
My goodness.
Listen to the tree.
Yeah.
And number 4 is learn something new. So I'm a big advocate of this, learn something new every day. There's a famous quote, or not so famous quote, that says, learning will never exhaust the mind. Learning will never exhaust the mind, because learning actually expands the mind. And knowledge is power.
Yes, I totally agree with that. And I think it improves your creativity, and that improves your ability to adapt to challenge and change.
Yeah, 100%. I couldn't agree with that more, definitely.
Wow.
Number 5 kind of ties in with that as well, which is aim to read every day. I aim to read 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes at night. And going off that structure, if the book's not too long, as long as it's not like a Don DeLillo Underworld, you can actually read maybe 40 or 50 books a year. And the thing with reading is, if you're not used to reading, don't be discouraged, because your speed of reading will go up and down. You know, if I don't read for a week or a month, my reading speed goes down a lot. But likewise, if I give it a week, my reading speed and your reading speed will increase massively. So you're getting through what you're reading quicker. And also, if you're reading and you read something that you find interesting or useful, write it down. You know, you're much more likely to actually remember. It's like 70% more likely to remember what you've read if you write it down.
That's true.
Also, like you said, Deborah, it improves your vocabulary. So as you're talking to people, then if you say a word that they don't know, their mind is either baffled or they believe that you are very intelligent. You taught them something as well, and they appreciate you more. They want to be around you because you're helping them learn things.
Yeah, and it gives you also topics to talk about and things to think about also. So it's a really good way to kind of expand your horizons, and especially if we're in isolation, it's a way to connect with the world and break that isolation, that feeling of isolation.
Yes, definitely. Many times I've been sat in a room and reading a book, but then the mind is not sat in the room. The mind is creating a different world, you know, with its imagination. Yeah, so true.
So in the comments, one of our questions for you is, tell us what's one of your absolutely favorite books that you've read, either in the last year or if you're really in your entire lifetime. We'd love to find out.
One of my favorite books. Wow, thank you for the question, whoever
Yes,
asked.
tell us, Sam, what's your favorite book, one of them?
One of my favorite books. This is going to be hard to decide. Very hard. I'm just looking over my bookshelf right now. Right now I'm reading, I finished reading The Millionaire Fast Lane.
Okay.
By MJ DeMarco. So definitely check out MJ DeMarco. But one of my favourite book, I quite like, this is a really great book, very visual, and it's got lots of meaning to it. So this is called, it's backwards, I'm sorry. This is called The Snow Geese, and it's by William Fiennes. And it's all about the journey that the geese takes from, I believe, South America up to North America, or maybe even Canada.
To Canada. We have tons of snow geese in the summer. They're actually really interesting creatures to watch.
Yeah,
wow,
yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
Running alongside, it's like a huge metaphor, so it's very descriptive, It paints a lot of pictures in the mind, but it's also very a big metaphor for
Mm-hmm.
the fact that things change. You know, things move. Some of the snow geese, it will be their first journey. You know, as he follows their emigration.
Mm-hmm.
Other snow geese, it will be their last journey. You know, they have perils along the way.
Oh,
You also
wow.
get to learn about characters along the way who are waiting for the snow geese to arrive.
Oh,
Learn about other
wow.
characters that are, you know, wishing the snow geese farewell.
Yeah.
That's good. And that's William finds the snow
Okay.
geese.
Interesting. Thank you for that.
Number 6, plan projects that have been sidelined in the past. So we may have some spare time over the holidays, and it's such a it can be a bit of a disheartening feeling to know that you planned something in the past, or you started something and then not finished it, or you've not been able to make the time to do it. You know, work gets in the way, kids get in the way, just life gets in the way, things get hectic. So it's an incredible uplift to actually find even just a little bit of time to go back to that project, because there was a reason why you started it.
Yeah.
You know, there's a reason why you started it, so to go back to it can be a huge uplift.
That's a good point. And if you don't finish it, like I have that problem, I tend to start things and not finish them. It kind of sits on my shoulders or in my head and just weighs me down. And so that's a really good point. I need to put that into my list.
Number 7 is sing. Yeah, I like to sing from time to time. I don't often do it in public places, but it's a great thing because automatically you will take deep breaths. So number 2 is kind of ticked off the list. But singing, even from ancient times, has been known to be a great healer of the mind and of the body, because frequencies have energy. So it actually changes your brain waves. It actually changes the chemistry inside your brain as you sing.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, and that can heal, you know, any stresses.
Yeah.
And that can go into the body as well. I was in work last week and I sung a song. I sung the chorus of a song, and I cannot tell you the shock that I received, because I looked around and the people who were busy doing what they were doing heard what I was singing, and they stopped and they looked at me. And what had happened was, it was an old song, and the people I was working with were in maybe the 50s or 60s. And what I believe what had happened was, what I sung had triggered a memory in them.
Oh.
And they had to stop working. They looked at me and they started to hum along.
Oh.
They remembered maybe in their youth they'd heard this song. So I'm not going to sing it. But it can have it does have a big effect on people around you if you do it in public. You may not get the response that you want, but who cares if you're happy? You know, they should be happy with you.
That's right.
But also another thing from singing is chanting. So I practice Buddhism, and I've studied other religions as well. And the power of chanting is an incredible thing. There is, back in ancient times, the gurus, if you like, or the spiritual leaders, would use this to connect with what their true essence is, as an infinite awareness of the truth. And that was before the dogmatic religious kind of, you know, people manipulated it and then attached the religion to it. So every modern day religion, they will have their choirs, they will have their songs, they will have their chanting. But before the religion was put onto it, it was just the pure essence of the chanting or of the singing. So if we can go back to that, because I love the chanting, I love the singing, but I don't always agree with the dogmatic religious, you know, construct that's around it. So
or the institution.
Exactly, yeah. So if we can remove that, we're still left with the essence of it.
Interesting.
Which is the pure essence of it.
And a lot of healers too, natural healers, often chant or sing as they're doing the healing part of their treatment. So that's very interesting, and that probably explains why, because it is helping.
So number 8 is Daydream. Recently I've been probably taking on too much, you know, trying to do everything, trying to keep lots of plates spinning. And I think it's actually important to leave time for daydreaming. I was one of those in school where I remember I had an English test, and I don't even remember the test. The teacher was telling us questions and we were meant to be writing down the answers. And at the end of the test, I'd written number 1, 2, 3, all the way to 10. I hadn't written any answers. I'd drawn a pair of roller skates at the bottom of the page. For me, my mind was completely away with the fairies, you know. I hear the teacher out happily drawing this picture. And again, in science as well, sometimes I would stare out the window. But the most intelligent people in society have actually said that daydreaming is where you get your best ideas.
Yes.
And I believe it's also a type of meditation as well.
Yes.
Very relaxing. And again, it takes you away from the situation you're in. So if you're stuck in a room, or if you're stuck in a waiting room, or if you're stuck on a bus, or in maybe a stressful situation, your mind can help you escape from that with daydreaming. Could you comment on daydreaming at all?
Oh, yes, and I'm in love with daydreaming. I think it feeds your soul, and I think it helps you connect with the deepest parts of yourself, and can help you figure out what's really important to you to do in your life, and how to orient your life, and just really fulfill those most important needs in your spirit, in your soul. So I think daydreaming is so important, and I do it every time I walk. I kind of combine the two. I just go off and daydream and think about things, and I come back totally refreshed in every way and nourished. It nourishes your soul. So yeah.
Definitely, I couldn't agree more. I mean, some of my beliefs can be quite deep. But yeah, I completely agree. I mean, you think about the nighttime dreams that you have. How many times you had a dream and then you wake up and you think, oh, I wish I could go back to sleep and go back to that dream.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, that's right.
And, I heard something recently that if you dream 4 a.m., that is just a dream. But if you dream between 4 a.m. and 5 a.m., that is actually a premonition of what's going to happen in the future. Or it could be a message from the past. So that's something to think about. Recently, I've had some dreams myself between 4 and 5, where I can completely agree. But yeah, daydreaming, I agree with what you said. It's nourishing for the soul, because I believe that as a human being, we're also antennas. We can pick up frequencies, and then the brain can then put that into an image or an emotion or a feeling. So number 9 is master your morning. Definitely, you want to have a great day. You got to start the day off great. Doesn't mean you have to jump out of bed and start rushing around. Think about the day as a marathon. Marathon runners, they'll stagger themselves, and the start of the marathon is actually the most important bit. If you go too quick, the whole thing is ruined. And if you go too slow, you won't be able to catch up. So in the morning myself, I do have a routine. Like I said, I'll read. I won't check social media or Facebook for maybe a couple of hours, and obviously shower, shave, get clean, get dressed. And then I do like to take a walk in the morning as well. But everybody's different. So if you want to wake up and then within 20 minutes, if you want to check your Facebook, or if you need to open the laptop and check emails for business, that's great too. If it's helping you morning, it's everyone different. So
it's important just to figure out a routine that sets you up to have a good day and be prepared for the day, and that works for you, whatever it may be.
Yeah, maybe even try different things. Whatever works for you. Number 10 is set goals and then tick them off. So I believe that most people are doing this, but I'd also like to say that if you set a goal and put a date next to it, this will help you understand and recognize if you are running ahead of time. You might accomplish the goal before the date. You may accomplish the goal after the date, and you'll be able to see where you are, whether you're running ahead of the schedule or behind, and you'll be able to recognize, why is that? Is there a reason why it's taking me longer, or if I've done it quicker, did I rush it or did I miss something else? But the power of ticking off the goal, or saying, yes, tick, I've accomplished that goal, and giving yourself a pat on the back, that's where the real power comes. It's giving yourself some dopamine, you're giving yourself a sense of accomplishment that you have set out to do something and you have achieved it. It's the power of your brain. I mean, it's so incredible because I don't know if you've heard of the placebo effect.
Yeah.
Most people know the placebo effect, how powerful that is. If you're telling yourself that you're making progress, this can be a huge, big boost, especially during the winter. Some people get seasonal depression. I get seasonal depression. So we really need to get everything we possibly can in our favor, you know, on our side, to push us like a tailwind in the direction we want it to go. Because I believe that everyone has small goals, maybe daily goals or weekly goals, but we also have a bigger goal, maybe a 5-year plan, maybe a 10-year plan where we want to be in the future. So these little steps, you might not seem that important, but these little steps are where that's going to actually get us to the bigger aspect of our life.
Yeah, that's good. And also, if you give yourself a pat on the back, it's positive self-talk. And we frequently fall into the habit of negative self-talk. So doing positive self-talk, you know, verbally rewarding ourselves when we accomplish something is also very good for us. So I like that one.
Yeah, so number 11 is organize. We can organize maybe where we work, we can organize our bedroom, we can organize our life in terms of what we're planning to do for the day or the week or the months ahead, which I believe is very good for the mind, because if you're seeing a cluttered place, the mind is looking here and the mind is looking there. If the place is nice and tidy and organized, my brain definitely appreciates that. And then it actually helps me organise my thinking as well, so I'm not waiting.
Me too. And I think it's more relaxing if your place is organised, because you don't have all that stuff weighing down on you.
Yeah, clutter is not good at all. I don't think clutter is good at all. Number 12, we've come to our final step now, final tip. And number 12 is to eat nutritiously. It's not always easy, you know. Sugar has found its way into 9 out of 10 products on the shelves of supermarkets. But remembering from when I was a child, what I recognised is that if the chocolate didn't get into the basket and didn't get into the trolley, then my mum didn't buy it. And if my mum didn't buy it, it never got in the car. And if it never got in the car, it never got home. And if it never got home, it never got in the fridge. And if it never got in the fridge, it never got in me.
Yeah.
So if you can refrain, there's a saying in England that says, don't go shopping for food if you're hungry.
Here too.
You'll just buy. You'll just buy everything that looks nice. So if you can you don't even have to be disciplined for the week. Just be disciplined for the 30 minutes or the 45 minutes that you're in that food shop or the food market. And when you get home, it's automatic then, you know, you're not, if it doesn't get in the basket, it's not getting into you, and it's not getting into your home. So that's my tip for number 12, eat nutritiously. You know, I could talk for hours on it, but most of us know the benefits. You know, if you eat lots of sugar and processed food, it will have an impact on your diet and your health. And health is not an event. You can't buy health. You know, it's not just like an overnight thing. You can't go to the gym once and work out and get a six-pack. You have to go consecutively over a longer period of time. It's a process. So again, health is a process.
Yeah, and having, like, the gut is called the second brain. So having, you know, eating nutritious foods will help your digestion and your gut function better, which will help your whole body function better, and your spirit and every part of you will feel better. So that's a really key point as well.
Absolutely, yeah. The second brain is in the gut. There's actually scientific evidence that says there's more neural pathways and neural cells in the gut than there actually is in the brain.
Yeah, so it's really key.
It's food for thought.
Yes, and another video. I could do a whole video just on that. It's a huge topic. Yeah.
Thank you everyone for watching. It's great to make this video for you. Much love, peace and respect. Sending you positive energy and love from the UK.
Well, Sam, thank you so much for helping me with all these tips and providing all your insights. They were so interesting, and you brought information to the video that I would not have been able to bring. So I really appreciate you collaborating with me on this. And Sam has a blog. I'm putting the link in the description. Please go check out his blog. And he is also a YouTuber, and he's starting up a new channel very soon. So as soon as it's up, I'm going to put that into the video description as well. So he's been given a taste of what Sam's interested in and what he researches and thinks about. So if that interests you, please go check out his blog and his YouTube channel. And if you liked this video, leave us a comment. Tell us what tips maybe you found the most interesting, what tips maybe you did not know anything about or hadn't really thought about too much, and whether it's going to help you. And of course, one of your favorite books as well. We'd love to see what books you like to read. And then, click the like button and subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. And Christmas is coming. Stay safe, stay well. We want to see you in the next video, okay?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays, and bye for now.